What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to Talking Mets and Rob. How is everybody doing? Before I get started talking about the Mets are prime and ready to sign Jung Hoo Lee from Korea. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button. If you enjoy my content, want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. All right, guys. So SNY tweeted not too long ago that the Mets have serious interest in Jung Hoo Lee from Korea, and he is a type of hitter that you wouldn't think the Mets would want to be in on right now, considering the lack of offense that they need along with Alonso and Lindor. But there is no doubt what the Mets need. The Mets need outfield help. We don't know about Marte. There is no left fielder, and he can play all three outfield positions. What is it about him that is appealing to the New York Mets? We're going to go over his stats. We're going to look about what he's going to get contract-wise, and when is this deal going to happen? Because this is the first time the New York Mets have been connected to a position player that wasn't a guy that was going on a minor league deal, or a guy that's probably not going to make the 26-man roster but could make the 40-man roster. He's the first, right? You heard a little bit about Ohtani, nothing at all about Juan Soto. Jung Hoo Lee, out of nowhere, serious interest. The first serious interest position player for the New York Mets this offseason, right before the winter meetings. And that's not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. So why do the Mets want Jung Hoo Lee? Well, a couple of keynotes right here. He's 25 years old, young. That's always important. The Mets, over the last couple of years, having older outfielders, Marte, Canna, you got to get younger. And if you can get an experienced guy, which Jung Hoo Lee is, and have him at 25 years old, that's a pretty damn good deal to get him. Now, we'll talk about numbers in a second. He plays all three outfield positions, as I said earlier. He is not a power guy. I want to make that clear, Mets fans. He is not a power guy. He is a Jeff McNeil type of player. And then you're going to be like, Rob, why are the Mets going to go after another guy similar to Jeff McNeil when they have a guy like that? And they need run producers. And we'll look at his numbers, and I'll tell you why saying that he's a Jeff McNeil player is a few reasons, and we'll get into that when we look at his stats. But those are the keynotes. 25 years old, can play any outfield positions. It can also spill Nimmo from playing center field like the Mets did last year, just to get him, just to make sure that he didn't cover too much ground in center field to keep Nimmo healthy. You could put him in the corners every now and then and let Lee play center field. So three outfield positions, versatile player who can be in your starting lineup every single day. You can give rest to everybody you need in the outfield. Power guy. He's not. Now, he hit some home runs, and you'll see in the stats where, he'll hit those home runs, but it's nothing to go crazy about. He's not a power guy. So why would the Mets want another Jeff McNeil type player? And we're going to look at the stats right now. So started in Korea at 18 years old in 2017, and he's been in the league for 7 years with the Nexon and Kiwoom in the KBO, which was very popular during the pandemic, obviously. And he is a player that one thing should jump out at you, and I highlighted it in green. Look at the average. His career average is 340. Now, last year was the first time he played under 100 games. He was hurt last year. It wasn't a major injury. It was a leg injury, so it wasn't too much of an issue. And everybody assumes that he's going to be healthy. But a 340 average career. Last year he batted 318. Walked 49 times. Not a big speed guy either. He doesn't steal a lot. But look, out of 387 at-bats last year, he had 23 strikeouts. His highest strikeout total was his rookie season in 2017 with 67. This guy doesn't strike out. This guy puts the bat on the ball. The Mets had a problem doing that, and that's important when you're looking at Lee. Also, he is a huge doubles guy. Look at that. Look at the doubles. His highest is 49 in his career during the pandemic. Second highest is 42 in 2021. That is what you want. You can put him right in the middle of this lineup. I put him right behind Brandon Nimmo. And that is something that we just really have to pay attention to with Lee. This is a guy that's a top of the order type of guy. Batting second would be perfect. He doesn't strike out a lot. He walks a good amount, and he puts the bat on the ball. And that's so important, especially when you got Lindor and Alonso. You need guys on base. You can't have guys that have high strikeouts in front of Lindor and Alonso. It does not work. You can't have nobody on base for your run producers. OPS, 800, 959, 996, 860. Every year of his career has been over 800, and a couple of years over 900. That's really good as well. So Jung Hoo Lee is definitely a guy the Mets could use. Again, not a big power guy. We look at the power. Most home runs, 23, and that was in 2022. He's not a power guy. Now, even when he hit 23 home runs, he batted 349. Now, if he gives us 20 home runs and bats 330, nobody's going to complain about it. I mean, that's actually better than Jeff McNeil. So why get Jung Hoo Lee? Because he provides a few things. His RBIs are actually pretty good. 80s and a couple of 100 RBI seasons. But he is a guy that could be a run producer, could provide a little bit more power than you're expecting. But the main thing, his average and under 100 strikeouts. He puts the bat on the ball. He makes sure he doesn't strike out. So he puts the bat on the ball, which always is important because you give the defense a chance to make an error, a chance to make a bad play, a bad throw. That's important as well. Jung Hoo Lee, the Mets have serious interest, according to SOI and other multiple reports, that the Mets are serious about Jung Hoo Lee from Korea right before the winter meetings. This is the first time the Mets are directly involved with serious interest in a position player. It's been a number of pitchers that they have been serious interest about, but not a position player. And it is an international player, which is very interesting. The Mets are going very hard after international players, and it is a very different way to look at it from the Mets perspective. You really wonder, what is David Stearns thinking here? And, does he think that these guys that are on the market, especially bats, aren't exactly what he's looking for? And Jung Hoo Lee, young, high average, doesn't strike out a lot. That's something that is clearly appealing to David Stearns. So what do you guys think? Should the Mets sign Jung Hoo Lee from Korea, 25 years old, plays all three outfield positions, not a power guy, very similar to Jeff McNeil, but can have a little bit of sneaky power at times, but not striking out a lot? I really, really like. So let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think? Should the Mets go after Jung Hoo Lee and put him in left field? And the Mets would basically have Jung Hoo Lee in left, Nimmo in center, and most likely at the moment, Starlin Marte in right field. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Do you think the Mets should sign Lee to wear the orange and blue? Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit on that like button. If you enjoy my content, want to see more, want to get notified when I post my videos and when I go live, you guys know what to do. Hit on that subscribe button, everybody. So, guys, do you think he should be a Met? Let me know in the comments. And also, how many years do you think he should get? He's 25 years old. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets a 5-6 year deal, close to 80, maybe about 100 million, 80 to 100 million. That's where I'm going. Between 4 and 6 years, maybe around 80 to 100 million. That's where I think he's probably looking at, and projections will come out because we really haven't talked much about him in regards to contract. We know he was going to be a free agent and be posted, but we did not know where is his projections. We know about Yamamoto. We heard about Imanaga, who is a guy that can actually hit $200 million as well. So with that said, guys, I want to thank you for watching. And as always, Met fans, let's go Mets.